سلام، چطورین؟ رسیدیم به یه اپیزود جدید از واکترو بازی فاینال فانتزی 16. تو این اپیزود کلایو به همراه دوستاش در جستجوی این هستن که کوپکا دامیننت تایتان بعد از اینکه دوتا دستش از دست داد توسط اون کاراکتر مرموز برده شد از صحنه کجا رفته. کلایو همچنان مصممه که هیوگو کوپکا رو بکشه و دامیننت تایتان از بین ببره و تو این اپیزود ماجراجویی اون واسه رسیدن به کوپکا رو میبینیم. بدون هیچ صحبت اضافه بریم تو بازی. قبل از اینکه با بایرون صحبت کنیم، من کلی کوست فرعی اینجا رو رفتم. یه کوست فرعی اینجا بود که انجامش دادم. قدرت پوشنه که استفاده میکنم و بیشتر کردن، اچ پی و اینا که بزنن بیشتر خونم پر میشه. بعد یه کوست هم بود که یه آیتم ویژه واسه این بلک اسمیت آزاد کرد. یه ست خاص رو میتونم بسازم، یعنی مچبند و کمربند که خب حالا بعدا باید برم آیتم هاشون رو پیدا کنم. فعلا که قوی تر از چیزای خودمه. و اینکه یه کوست هم توی مارتاز رس بود پیش یه چوکوبو و وقتی کوست رو کامل کردم یه ویژگی باحال باز شد و حالا بریم توی جای بزرگ نشونتون میدم چی بود. یه دونم لول اپ شدیم، لولم شد 30 الان.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you.
گفت چطوری اینجا رو پیدا کردی؟ گفت سر وید نشونم داده.
Tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
من به عموه هنوز اعتماد ندارم راستش.
I was. Aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you? 2,000?
2000 تا پول باورم نمیشه. بس همون 2000 تا پول آوردم.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Koepka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
به چی رسیدی؟
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Velud? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts? Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Koepka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Voluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hیوگو Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed
ظاهرا اونایی که برش گردوندن به سرزمینش
as if in mourning.
تایتانو در واقع اهالی والود بودن. بعد تو دریام نرفتن چون مسیر خطرناکی واسهشون به حساب می اومده. و چون طولانی بوده احتمال مرگ تایتان وجود داشته واسه همین از تو اون مسیر صحرایی آوردنش.
It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Mid's finished outfitting her little work. Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
ظاهرا کریستال بعدی هم مادر کریستال بعدی هم مشخص شد. خواستم الان بگم میخوام بریم مادر کریستال بزنیم.
I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all
ظاهرا هدف کشتن تایتانه هنوز. نه نابودی مادر کریستال درکس فنگ.
Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
اوتو بهمون گفت یه شخصی یه زنی هست تو اون مسیری که دارید میرید که فقط با سید کار میکرده، یعنی تنها راه ارتباطی سید بوده این وسط، دوست سید به حساب میاد و نه با گف نه با اوتو هم در ارتباط نبوده. تنها چیزی هم که اینا ازش میدونستن اسمش بود و گفت از اونجایی که سید مرده و من دیگه ازش خبری ندارم شاید یه سید جدید که اومده، منظور کلایوه چون خودش جای سید جا زده، اون بتونه کاری کنه که دوباره این اون زنه دوست قدیمی سید خودش نشون بده. خب رسیدیم به محیط کویری و داخل سرزمین دلماکیا هستیم دیگه. فکر کنم اونجا بتونم این فیچر جدید رو نشونتون بدم.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
خب اون کوئستی که تو مارتاز رس رفتیم یه فیچری به من که یاد نداد در اختیارم قرار داد که میتونید چوکوبو سواری کنید. و دوستامون هم سوار چوکوبو میشن، یعنی فکر نکنید من سوار چوکوبو هم اونا نامری میشن، خیر. این چوکوبو سواری.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
واقعا راضیم. ناراحت میشدم اگه تو بازی چوکوبو سواری نبود اصلا. البته با اون دویدن و رسیدن مقصدش مشکلی نداشتم، چون خیلی جهان بازی کوتاه‌تر از چیزی که ماونت بخواد اصلا، چون چک پوینت هم داره. ولی خب فاینال فانتزی هست و چوکوبوش.
Quick drink before we press on?
احساس خطر داره میکنه.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Weluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
ولی جالب داستان فنری رو مثلا اینجوری با استایل فاینال فانتزی چسبوندن به تورگال، چون تورگال سگه. ولی خب مثلا اون ولفی که صحبت میکردن گرگ بود. چی گفتم؟ ولفی که صحبت میکردن گرگ بود. خدا. تو این محیط هم تورگال رو نتونستن ببرن چون ورود سگ ممنوع بود.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
سوپ چوکوبو؟
Then an ale.
Right you are.
ای بابا چوکوبو رو میخورم.
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
چه حس کنم اون بالا یه کاراکتر خاصی است که داره اینجوری نشون میده. اوه جاشوا اینجاست.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another.
بکن برادر طبقه پایین این طبقه بالا و هیچ ایده ندارن.
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
اتفاقا بره پایین ببینتشون. چه شرایط عجیبیه.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Koopka, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
گن زدم و
Sorry.
ریدم دهنت. ببینشون خواهش میکنم.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
عجبا بیخاصیت واقعا بیخاصیتی. واقعا همه بی‌خاصیته. یه چیزی دیگه، ایگنیشن هم آپگرید کردم و ایگنیشنمونم مستر شدیم، الان دمیج بیشتری میده.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
خوشگل آبه.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
لعنت به این شانس. بازم همون ندیدم. فینیکس، پر فینیکس روشن شد. برو سری بیرون. آفرین.
Clive?
بدو. بالا چرا میری؟ گندت بزنن میرفتی بیرون.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
فقط منو میخوان هرس بدن. تورگاس چه سریع دوید اومد همون جلو.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the...
عجب سیریشای هستین.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the desert hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil.
این روزینا دلمه همون زن است که با سید
How
فقط
will we
دوسته.
find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
تو چی داری برای فروش؟
Anything I can interest you in?
نه. صف موزیک فقط.
Fare you well.
The gate is closed. By order of
با کی صحبت کنم؟ آها یکیش اینجاست. قبلش این صندوق رو باز کنی؟
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me.
صحبت کن. جنگیدن که بلد نبودی. شاید صحبت کردن بلد باشی.
And greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, You wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
خب این یکی نمیشناختش. تو چی؟
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand.
فردای
And
کجاست؟
he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Sweet incense. Wax candles.
نه فردا.
Excuse me.
آره.
Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
بریم فلانجا من یه ترتیبی ملاقات میدم. الان میریزن رو سرمون. قشنگ الان میریزن رو سرمون.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
چیزی گفتم.
I beg your pardon.
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
همیشه همینه. سریعا باید اینو آپگریدش کنم. دیگه قدرتش نمیکشه. بیا اینجا ببینیم. یه ایگنیشن. یا بگو کجاست.
Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
اوه میخواست اینا رو تست کنه. خب چرا؟
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
بالاخره قرار این روزینا خانم رو ببینیم.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported.
My carpets!
Is this the place?
Ubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Delamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
The second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
یا تو هم یه دوتا حمالی دیگه به ما بده.
And like you, have
درست
a
میشه.
special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
دو دقیقه خفشو ببینم. همین گندار از همون اول خودش زده. حال داره به که لایو گیر میده.
Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
گفت برید مشکلی تو دالیمیل به وجود اومده رو رفع کنید، بعد دیگه تراست منو دارید. اعتماد منو در واقع. و بهتون یه راه میگن که بدون که با گاردایی جلوی در اونجا درگیر بشید بتونید از اینجا خارج.
A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Delamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
دو تا دیگه مونده. 3 تا هستن، یکیشون صحبت کردیم. 2 تا دیگه. اینوری نزدیک زر به نظر میاد.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Delamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the mother crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
To a silken soft.
You wouldn't believe how much you need. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
بیا خودمو پولیش کن.
I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on.
عموه همینجا وایستاده بود که اون قبرستون رفت.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
What's she?
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
کدوم قبرستونی هستی؟
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized sort if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town.
احتمالا همون نیروهای کوپکا همه کریستالا رو خریدن. واسه این ورین نیروها اومده بودن بهش گفته بودن که اگه کریستال میخوای و بتونی پولش بدی ما هم بهت میدیم. واسه اینجا داشت با یکی از نیروهای سربازای کوپکا در واقع صحبت میکرد.
It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can...
کجاست؟ این وره؟ طبیعتا باید اینجا بریم. به نظر میرسه خب اینجا بسته است که.
Count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
جونم فندک.
Fucking men of the wrong.
اینجا که راهش بسته است، این ورم که نمیتونم برم من که.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
اوه چرا میتونم؟ همینو میریم بیرون دست راست. بیا چوکوبو عزیزم. بعد این چوکوبو دقیقا چوکوبو خودش امبروسیاست که توی واقع فینیکس گیت یه جا جون کلایو و نجات داد، فکر کردیم مرده بعد کور شده بود. الان چشمشم بانپیچ که نه چشم پوش گذاشت دیگه، با این ظاهر جدیدش شده انگار مثلا یه چوکوبو دوز دریاییه دوستمون. برو بریم. علاقه جنگیدن با هیچ کدومتون رو ندارم.
I'll take it from here.
جایی که اوه همه کریستالا پیشین هست بس.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Velud, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
بیا اینجا ببینم. بریم سواری.
It's not over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up.
این دن سرویس ماجیکره. بیا اینجا ببینم. تموم. نه تموم نشده. بیا اینجا ببینم. لیمیت بریک واقعا تایمش خوب شده. راحت یعنی یه گیگا چت وای میسم تو سینه شو.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage.
ریدم تو خودت پرفورمنست.
Don't you?
دلغک.
David, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
میشه صاف برگردیم به تموم. مرسی واقعا.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust?
این که ماشاءالله همه چی میخواد با پول حل کنه.
Oh dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much.
Greybeard.
Greybeard.
ریش خاکستری.
Here, wear this.
سیل جدید.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubo.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
اون اسم صرفا یه اسم صحنه سازی شده است. وگرنه اون طرف همین لوباره.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest complete. اینجا کوست فری هم اومد تو این منطقه. دوتا مسیری هم که باید بریم این بره. همین تا تب مستقیم دیگه.
Take a sniff, good sir. Needed to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Sweet inside.
Ha! They've opened the gate.
Lubo was true to his word.
We should get going soon.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubo?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and ولود are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
گفت میخوای وارد شی بهت توصیه میکنم از سمت معدن و اینا برو.
If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
چون که اونجا سرباز اینا کمتره. احتمالا به خاطر سربازای ولود که الان سمت دلماکیا هم هستن، چون دلماکیا و ولود یه جوره متحدن. مسیر اصلی و این چیزا پر از ماموره. واسه همین اگه از تو معدن بتونیم بریم احتمالا سیف تر باشه.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
اینم سومین مادر کریستال، دریکس فنگ.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will.
سر راه که داری میری ترتیب اونو بدی، خب کریستال هم نابود کن دیگه.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
بریم دیگه بس صحبت کردم. خیلی کل مسیر پیاده بری؟ امیدوارم کریستالم نابود کنیم. خودش تنها هرچی خودش تنها بره کریستالا نابود کنه خطر کشته شدن گو یا جیل کمتره. آخه نمیتونی بگیری دست نه آخه فشار بخور. بیشتر بکوب خب. حال بگو باز درد میکنه.
Out of my sight, wench! I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart!
این یه جوره معاون همون کینگ آف ولود بود.
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing.
خب قطعا داریم میایم ایشونو بکشیم کریستال هم از بین میبره.
You are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rosfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict.
بندیکتات با همه داشت میخوابید دیگه بنده خدا. انشالله اون دنیا میرید پیشم زندگی میکنید.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Nuthos is here. Very well, it shall be so.
از میتوس منظورش همون لایوه.
You may leave everything to me, your majesty.
What? این پسر آدم نرمالی نیست. قبل پشتش این موجوده بیگانه وایستاده بودن، اینه که انگار ایلینن. همه مردن اینجا. یا علی What the fuck؟ اون دیگه چی چرت پرتایی هن؟ اورکا
Bring them from ash. Are the beastmen part of the Voluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us.
یعنی اینجا ببینم.
Taken over the entire mine.
بیان اینجا برین هوا. بریم.
So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Ignition. بیاین همتون کنار هم ببینم. بگیر اینو. تو کی هستی؟ بیان همتون با هم ببینم. بعدی تموم. همین آره. امیولت گرفتیم واسه قدرت رامو.
Won't be going any further this way. Stairs. This must be the way out.
بیاین جفتتون اینجا ببینم. Come on.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did they get in here?
تو هوا ایگنیشن میزنه. اینم بگی راه ندار بزن منو. حالا میام این بر ایگنیشن. لول اپ هم شدیم. نایس. لول 31. اوه چه خوشگله. دیزاین محیط همه کریستالات الان عالی بوده. دیزاین بیرونی هم عالی بودن. و الان اناقا میادش.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the mother crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
الان جایی که هیوگو کوپکا داخلش بود یه جور ازش مراقبت میشد. پشتش ورودی کریستال است و این تو الان فایت داریم. محیط فایته.
Let the trial begin.
What the hell?
me for? Help me, boy.
اینو بگیر علیه حساب. بیا اینجا ببینم کمیش اونم پر بشه. از این خبرها نیست. اشکن یه اگنیشن دیگه. بگیر اینو. تموم. تاندرستون دمیج رو 10% میبره بالا. نه فعلا از بیلدی که دارم راضیم.
Seems we're expected.
معلومه دلت خوشه.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Did the orcs do this too?
کجای هیوگو؟ نبرد نهایی ما مونده. بیان بریم ببینم شما دوتا.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Bravery. تو بیا اینجا. آها من همه بچه ها رو با هم میبرم. قرار نشد دیگه تجدید قوا کنید. چه موزیکی هم روشه. همینه؟ آره.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
داستان فاینال فانتزی 14 هم یه بخشش آلتیما بود. بیا اینجا. ابیلیتی منو جا خالی نده دهن سرویس. و از اون ور باید بریم. اوکی.
You've been busy, Koopka.
تازه رسیدیم به اتاق کوپکا.
But where did you go?
آره برو، داری جای درستی میری.
The heart.
قلب مادر کریستال.
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle.
از این ور. پرشه نامونم پرشت. The inner sanctum. دوباره فایت.
Just what I needed. It's over.
بیا اینجا. غلط ها.
That better be the last of them.
چه خوشگله، واقعا خوشگله.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much.
عقلت از دست دادی پسر جون.
I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
واسه میگم میرید اون دنیا هم دیگر میبینید. توهم زده. طبیعیه. Ifrit.
You got away from her. Benedicta. I'll kill you, Roswell.
داره از قدرت مادر کریستال استفاده میکنه. آره داره پرایمینگ میشه. نه که الان تو هم باید بری تو پرایم. یعنی هیچ گویی نمیتونی بخوری. تو کی هستی؟ کریستال کریستالو بزن لعنتی. جونم افرید ورسس تایتان. کرده بچه بازیه. خبران نیست تایتان. خیلی دیگهش نمونده. نایس استگرشن. نصف اشویش رفت تقریبا. I can do it. یه شیلد دفاعی ساخت. یا خدا، سفینه فضای استار وارز فرستاد سمتمون. کار نه دبلیت.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
بیا. اینا تو محدوده قرمزش باید ولشونه که یه حالت فول پاور باشه. یه حالت دفاعی، شیلد دفاعی. اینجا ببینم. وحشی نشو. وحشی نشو، یکم دیگه بیشتر نموده. آها آخر خوردم. یه جا خالی. آها کور خوندی. هولی شیت. خوردش قدرت بیشتری پیدا کنه. عجب حیوان هستی تو. موزیکو موزیکو باورم نمیشه چی دارم بازی میکنم. باور کردنی نیست. چی ساختین لعنتی ها؟ حالا تو بزن. آره بکن تو خودش. مرسی. یه دونه از تنتکلاش به فنا رفت. لعنت بهت. آها بیا پایین ببینم. تا 100 سال دیگه با همجور بزنمش دیگه که دوباره وقت بدو آره. جمع موزیکی خیلی دیویل میکراییه این تیکش، خیلی دیویل میکراییه. این سری دیگه نه. نه یه چوسه دیگه مونده. آها یا فاین ببینم. برو اونور. این میخواد چه غلط کنی؟ اینجا آها این دستشم نه هنو کنده نشده. کنده شد دیگه لعنتی. میشه این یکم بکنی؟ آره اینم کندش. اینو بزن تو فرق سرش. این یکی هم تقریبا داره کنده میشه. جونم بزن به کنش. نایس. همون بی دست باید بمونی. خب رفتیم آسمون هفتم عملا. رفتیم آسمون هفتم. باورم نمیشه. چی داره میشه توی بازی؟ آخ شیت. این حرکت عملا حرکت دانته است. با لگد اونجور اومد پایین. دو نصفش کرد. عملا دو نصف شد. هنوز زنده ای؟ فایتشون دقیقا مثل فایت ایفریت و سونیکه. سونیک ایفریت و فاینیکسه. سرگرش بیا پایین ببینم. چه غلطی داری میکنی؟ اینجا اینم بالاخره مجبورم که از HP استفاده کنم. دافشو ببینم 2 دقیقه. بیا اینجا ببینم. بیا اینجا پوفیوز. ریدم. باید تون مربع میزدم آریه کو زدم. آره جمعشون کن. حالا نوبت منه. خونت پر است. تموم. راضیم. 2000 تا XP، 5000 تا فول، 300 تا ابیلیتی. آخ اینم بزن دیگه سر رات خواهشن تا اینجا اومدی. نایس نایس. اینم از دیرکس فنگ. بای بای. برو پیش همون بندیکتات.
Mortimer. What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
دلت خوشه.
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness.
صدای جاشوا رو شنید فکر کنم.
Human will is so
آره صدای جاشوا بود.
cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
دوباره فدر جاشوا.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugh wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
King of Velud. The Dامیننت of Odi.
Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
که شما دوتا وارد صحنه میشین. این قدرت اودین رو میخوام.
Huggo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
جدی خوشگله. مرگ مادر کریستال. رسیدیم به کمپی که پرینس سرزمین سنبریک داخلشه. Dامیننت of Bahamut.
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmecs suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
اوکی. غیر منتظره بود ولی اوکی.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
یه نامه واسش هست.
Olivier has been made emperor. What is the meaning of this?
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and... Ah!
اون پسر کوچیکه پسر مامان کلایو به عنوان امپرور بعدی انتخاب شده.
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
اوه بالاخره اومدش.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead.
2 سال قبل از وقایع بازی.
Many have told me that I look like
13 سال 5 سال 18 سال 2 سال قبلی که بازی شروع بشه 20 سال.
I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
و حداقل رسید بهش کله خر بازی در نیاورد پاشه بره امپراتوری. اوکی تا اینجا کافی. اپیزود طولانی شد اما بقیه بذاریم واسه قسمت بعد. چقدر فایت تایتان خوب بود همچنان. خیلی خیلی چسبید بهم. الان بازی فایت بد نداشت. ممنون که ویدیو رو تماشا کردین. امیدوارم خوشتون اومده باشه. تا یه ویدیو دیگه بدرود.